Here in the southwest, we have 14 different groups and 4 different dialects. Just in the southwest, which is basically around the area that we're in at the moment, which is Yanchep National Park or Wajak country. The reason that Yanchep is, one, it's got a nice national park here and it's quite beautiful, but it was also very significant because the lake provided a lot of food for the Aboriginal people. There were 2 groups to traditionally would travel from different areas. Now, because there was plenty of food here, it was also the great meeting place. So the Aboriginal people could come from different areas and come to one area. They could only congregate into a big area if there was plenty of food, and this is one of those areas. Our belief is in the earth. You know, the animals, the animals were people that were created and they did something wrong. They tell us stories. Our Dreamtime stories, and or what we call Nyitting, which is the cold time stories, were on how things were created. You know, for example, Mika the moon. In the Nyitting time, or in the dream time, he had all the fire right up in the sky in a nice big gung, a big tail. And he used to come down and he'd share the fire with all the animals. But he started to get cheeky. Every time the animals got close, he moved further away and just angered the animals, so they got angry. So they went and pinched the fire from Mika the moon, and they took off through the bush, and the moon chased them everywhere. And they were getting tired, so they hid the fire, one inside a banksia tree, and the other one inside a grass tree. And the moon couldn't find it, and went back up in the sky, and that's where he sits, looking all cold and shivery. So that's how they connect us to the land and the people. We don't live a traditional life, but we still have traditional values. So how we communicate and relate to each other. For example, my mum had 6 brothers and 6 sisters. They're also considered my mum and dad as well. So I get the same support from them as I would my parents. And now our first cousins are considered our brothers and sisters. So I've got about 40 to 48 brothers and sisters. A lot of symbols and signs, they're all different, the different meanings, like a simple circle on a painting could represent a waterhole, campsite, you know, or place of importance. You know, so different areas would use it for different things. The story was told and it was drawn, and then it was redrawn again if they needed to. To know who we are and where we're from is quite important. You know how when we introduce to another person, we say, "What's your name?" And then they would tell us their name and I would tell them mine. In traditional culture, we're not who we are our family. Yeah? So I wouldn't ask somebody what their name was, I would ask who their family was. And he would ask who my family, and we would start naming off family until we found a connection. So I am my family.